And now we bring you back to local programming where our own meteorologist, Tom Walks, is down in the heart of it there in Moore, Oklahoma. He joins us now on the phone. What do you want to talk to Tom about, Chris?
Tom, you went down here for the chase. We penciled in Oklahoma and Oklahoma City as a place to go, and you drove right up onto this tornado. I just want you to take us to the tornado. I know it was a slow-moving wedge. Take us back to what you saw.
Chris, I am here at Ground Zero right now in Moore, Oklahoma. I saw the damage on May the 3rd of 1999 down here, and this is the exact same, if not worse. I'm looking in front of me. I didn't know it was a gas station, and I'm being told that it was the largest gas station in the state of Oklahoma, and it is gone. I did not know there was a gas station in front of me. There are people digging through the rubble right now, possibly pulling out bodies. I know that there were 4 serious injuries. There are ambulances everywhere, and coming in from every town you can imagine. The hospital I'm standing right in front of, that took a direct hit as well. There are trees that have been sheared off. Clearly a very large house fire as well off in the distance. When I got here, I drove through this exact area just before the tornado hit. To set the scene for you, there is a massive power pole with lines hanging down right in front of my car as I'm standing here right now, and buildings with windows completely blown out. And I went a little bit west down the road, and that is where I caught the tornado. As Scott Pelley mentioned, this thing was a monster, you guys. It was absolutely huge, at least a mile wide. The debris is incredible, as you can imagine. There's insulation in the road. I've got what appears to be a teddy bear in the road just in front of me in my car. Or just in front of my car here. It's heartbreaking. The stoplights are completely bent over. The big metal stoplights. Apparently there is a Walmart down the street. There is a Lowe's down the street. I don't believe it hit the Lowe's, but guys, I'm telling you, I am absolutely heartbroken right now. I went over to see if I could render any assistance, but obviously there are just throngs of people. Again, they're still digging through what was the 7-Eleven with 4 ambulances on the scene there. Again, I am here at Ground Zero. They're now bringing a backhoe in. So I've just been watching all of this and seeing people running, screaming, and crying towards the damage, looking for their children. It is an awful scene over here, guys.
Tom, when you drove up on that tornado, slow mover, was it very much like the Joplin tornado that just took forever to move along?
No, I would say it was probably moving at 30 to 35 miles an hour. I caught it crossing the road. If anyone's familiar with the Moore, Oklahoma area, it was just south of 134th Street on Penn, and it crossed the road right in front of me. I'd put it at a good 30, 35 miles an hour. So it wasn't a super fast mover by any means, but the problem with it, Chris, is that it was so wide.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing was so wide, and it went through a densely populated area. I am standing here at I-35 and 134th Street in Moore, Oklahoma, and it is an insanely densely populated area. And again, there are brick buildings that have been completely blown out. I'm looking at inside of buildings that had a brick exterior wall. That is gone. I want to mention this. It's very important.
Tom, we're going to interrupt you. Just losing some signal here, so we're going to